Hi, this is Susan Williams with Essential Oils and Living the Wholesome Life, and we are on week 39 of our positive, peaceful affirmations that we are doing every day, Monday through Friday. We are following Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive, Peaceful Growth Calendar. So if you love positive affirmations, or you love music therapy, if you love essential oils and aromatherapy, I think you're really going to love this book. The affirmation for the entire week that we have been concentrating on is, I celebrate my successes. I hope each morning you're waking up thinking of like 3 of the successes that you've had in your life. Whether those successes were yesterday or whether they were years ago, just thinking about our successes and taking the time to just feel a little bit good about who we've become and some of our accomplishments is an amazing way to start the day. We that I'm going to tweak this affirmation a little bit. So it says, I know that growth is the biggest gift of any success. I know that growth is the biggest gift of any success, so that we grow more virtuous, we grow more kind, more generous, that more backbone, maybe more determination, more compassion. Whatever it is, we grow as we hit different successes. And I think we all want to grow. So I think that gives us an added reason to succeed. We grow more patience. Anyway, so what do you want to grow? And what goals are you having that can help you grow in the ways that you want to grow? Maybe that's something that you want to journal about today. The song for the entire week is Celebration by Kool and the Gang, and just a happy, upbeat song that reminds us, let's celebrate how wonderful life is. Let's celebrate every good thing that we can. Let's be those people that bring the sunshine and the happiness with them. The people that people can't wait to tell, hey, guess what happened to me today, or what happened to me this week. They want to come to us because they know that we will celebrate their successes too. I am 100% convinced that there is enough good things in the world for us all to share in them, and there's enough ways that we can succeed, that we can all be happy for each other when we do succeed. As we learn to maybe let go of some of our jealousies or our pettiness, and to love on other people and to celebrate their successes too, I think the universe moves and God moves in a amazing way to bring us our own successes. So let's celebrate our own successes, and let's really celebrate the successes of other people in our circles as well. Let's ask, hey, what have some of your successes been these last little while? Today or this week or this year? What have been some of your successes? I want to hear so I can celebrate them with you. Okay, the diffuser blend that we're diffusing the whole entire week is a beautiful, oh my goodness, the more I learn about it, the more I'm loving this diffuser blend. So it's 2 drops of cinnamon, which is the oil of passion, reigniting that spark. And then 2 drops of patchouli, which is the oil of presence. And then 2 drops of basil, which is the oil of renewal, renewal of energy, renewal of purpose. So, a beautiful blend to be diffusing this week as you are working towards your goals so that you can have more celebrations in your life. Okay, so we're going to be hopping on today to talk about the physical gifts. The emotional gifts of patchouli, and then on Friday we'll talk about the physical gifts of each of the oils in this blend. So let me tell you a little bit more about patchouli essential oil. The word patchouli comes from a Hindustan word meaning word patchouli meaning to scent, and India um, material or cloth from India, like their shawls and their fabrics, were scented with patchouli essential oil in the 1800s. Now, they would scent it with patchouli because it's a great insect repellent, and so it would protect the cloth from moths or other insects that could harm the cloth. And so people knew that they were getting cloth from India or from Asia when they could smell that patchouli oil on them. And so when that happened, people in England started scenting their own cloth with patchouli because they knew that people paid more for Indian cloth. So anyway, that's not good. It's not good to represent yourself or whatever you're selling as something that's not right. But I just thought it was very, very interesting on how people prized patchouli for what it was how it was able to protect, the cloth. So, the patchouli essential oil comes from the leaves of the plant. Now, we had studied what different parts of the plant do for us. Roots ground us, bark protects us, and leaves. Do you remember what leaves do? Leaves help in our respiratory system. They help us breathe. And in Chinese medicine, as you know, that you store your sadness in your lungs, sadness in your lungs, sadness and kind of some of the fear in your lungs. It can help release that. The leaves help us just take a deep breath and calm down and know that we're going to be all right. So, the plant patchouli is part of the labiatate family, which also includes lavender, mint, and sage. So if you're more familiar with lavender and mint, you can kind of see, or sage, you can see, oh, okay, patchouli might act kind of in the similar ways as other plants in aspects or gifts of patchouli is that it's so good for relaxation. So if you've had just like one of those days at work or at home, since so many of us are working at home right now, start diffusing some patchouli and see what that does to the emotional energy in your area. It can a lot of it, if you're diffusing a lot, it can calm you. If you're diffusing or putting on just a little, it can really help boost and lift your spirits. Patchouli is commonly used in both prayer and meditation because it can help create an atmosphere of tranquility. And you can also pop a couple of drops, like 2 to 3 drops of patchouli essential oil into like a quarter cup Epsom salts. Put that in your bath, in like a warm bath. Getting into that is going to be super relaxing. Probably at the end of the day, great way to end your day and wind down. Patchouli can help fight depression. Now, this is what they found, is that patchouli has some essences in it that can positively affect serotonin and dopamine levels. And so it can aid those who have depression. Because of the impact that inhaling patchouli oil has on our hormones, it encourages the release of serotonin and dopamine, and these hormones can help ease feelings of anger or anxiety or anxiousness. So, if you have a lot of stress going on and you tend to get angry really fast, maybe trying to diffuse some patchouli essential oil can help just bring back that calm, bring back that balance, help us breathe a little bit more freely, release some of that sadness that we might feel if everything, or anxiety that we might feel if everything isn't going our way, or if things are changing really fast, and so we need to bring ourselves back into balance. Patchouli is an amazing oil that people love to use to help them dream of new frontiers and work toward new goals. It is great for people to use if their mindset tends to be that the world lacks abundance, that they don't have enough. They don't have enough love, they don't have enough money, they don't have enough possessions because there's just not enough to go around. If that tends to be your mindset, or someone you know, diffusing patchouli essential oil, or even putting it into some carrier oil, coconut oil, olive oil, and putting it on our heart area, putting it on our solar plexus area, can really help us kind of open our eyes and see, no, the world is abundant and there is enough, and we can pursue our dreams to get what we want if we need more. Okay, so it's great to help us live our mission in life. It's wonderful to use when people are trying to meditate and try to see what really are my priorities in life. Like if they kind of feel like they're directionless, it's a great essential oil to put on when you're meditating or you're journaling and you're like, what really are my top priorities? I don't want to, at the end of my life, I don't want to see that I've wasted most of my life on things that don't matter. That don't matter to me, that just don't matter. And so patchouli essential oil can help us calm down, start our thinking process, find what our true priorities are. Let's journal about them. Let's put our priorities where we can see them to make sure that our actions are matching what our true priorities are. Patchouli is an essential oil that can help connect the head and the heart. So sometimes our heart tells us one thing and our head tells us another. And it can help them both work together, because when our head and our heart are working together, oh my goodness, we are going to get to our goals so much faster. And we're going to be happier people in the process. Patchouli is especially suited to people who have strong constitutions, who rarely pay attention to their health as they pursue their goals. Now, it's easy to, okay, I need to work, or I need to connect with my family, and I don't have time for exercise. I don't have time to get that drink of water. I don't have time to cook or eat nutritious foods. I know many of us do that. I'm guilty of that too. I'm too often guilty of that too. But our heart and our mind tells us that is not the good way. We need to be doing things for our health so that we can be there for our families, so that we have more stamina when we're trying to work and provide for those we love. So patchouli, it can help balance out that tendency so that we pay more attention to our health. Patchouli can help balance sexual desire. Now, some people see it as an aphrodisiac. Some people see it as tempering and lowering the sexual appetite. So from what I've studied and what I learned, it's something that can bring it back into balance and help us look at sexuality in a healthy way, because sexuality, I believe, is a gift from God, and help us connect in healthy ways. Okay, so patchouli can help. We've already talked about how it can help calm anxious feelings. It's very, very good for those that tend to be obsessive. Those obsessive personalities who can just latch onto an idea and run with it at the expense of everything else. And so it can help bring those personality types back into balance. And patchouli, I love this about patchouli. Patchouli can aid in addiction recovery as it works to help us shift our mindset from things that don't matter, from things that we don't want, to things that do matter, and to things that we do want, and to becoming most importantly, becoming the person that we want to be. So it can help us connect in healthy ways to life and let go of the things that really are destroying us or aren't serving us at all. Okay, so if you want more zest in life, and if you want to help overcome laziness, or if you have people in your circle, so you're like, let's boost the work that's going on, blending it with spices like cinnamon or cassia or clove or thyme can be very, very good. If you want to feel more cheerful, what am I going to reach for? I'm going to reach for those citrus oils. And I'm going to reach for the citrus oils, the lemon, the lime, the bergamot, mandarin, green mandarin's amazing. And that's going to bring just a happy, happy energy and spirit into the environment. If I want to be a little bit more romantic, I'm going to blend the patchouli with my ylang ylang, my rose, my neroli, magnolia, olive, jasmine. All of these are going to be such beautiful romantic oils to add to the blend. If I'm worried a lot, or I feel disconnected from the world, from others, or in the world, I'm going to blend it with vetiver, or cedarwood, or frankincense. And lastly, if I'm looking for a blend to help me feel more inspired, more connected, I guess, with God, I'm going to blend it with, and this is going to be an easy one to pick, I'm going to blend it with frankincense, with myrrh, and that I think is going to be a beautiful blend for helping people to feel more inspired. So the negative emotions that patchouli can help with is body shame and judgment. So many of us have that. Feeling disconnected from our body, from others, feeling ungrounded, or just having general tension, like body tension. And the positive properties that it can bring in is feeling grounded, feeling confident, loving our bodies, having body connection and acceptance, feeling balanced and stable, and being more physically expressive. Patchouli, the more I learn about it, the more I love it, and the more I use it, the more I love it as well. I think it's a beautiful oil that you're going to definitely want to have in your collection. Okay, so just reminding us of everything that we kind of talked just like a quick recap of everything that we've talked about so far. The diffuser blend for this week is 2 drops of cinnamon, the oil of passion, and 2 drops of patchouli, the oil that helps us be present. Just be present. If you're practicing mindfulness, patchouli is going to be an amazing oil to help us stay in the moment and make the most of each moment. And then 2 drops of basil, the oil of renewal, and renewing our vision, renewing our energy. Then the song that we're listening to this week is Celebration by Kool and the Gang. It's going to help us remember to celebrate the little things, the big things, celebrating everything we can, bringing that happy, positive, thankful energy. When we skip on the celebrations, we skip on some thankfulness. We skip out on some gratitude. We don't want to be doing that. We want to be thankful and grateful and celebrate the good things in our lives, bringing that positivity in. Okay, so the affirmation for today, and remember I'm tweaking this, is I know that the biggest benefit in achieving my goals is the growth that I get along the way. And then the affirmation for the entire week is I celebrate my successes. And maybe just celebrating more is going to be one of the successes that we add to our list of successes this week. Okay, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters, living the wholesome life, reminding us all that we have the incredible power within us, with God, to make every day a great day. Bye-bye.